smartphone market has come a long way since its inception, and this phone right here, this is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. This is a testament to that evolution. Now, I've been using this phone on and off for over a month now, and I would say it's been quite the journey. So when I first got my hands on this sleek foldable device, I wasn't sure how it would fit into my daily life, because as much as I love compact devices, as much as I liked using the Galaxy S24, at the end of the day, I am a big phone guy and the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is more of my thing. So fast forward 30 days and I've put the Flip 6 through the paces, using it as my main device, testing its strengths and discovering a few weaknesses along the way. Hello everyone, I'm Aniya for Fiiber by India Today, and this is my long-term review of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. So in this video, I'll share my complete experience with the pros and cons, and also tell you whether the price tag of this phone, that is about 1,10,000 rupees. So whether this phone is worth it or not. Keep watching. Now, the Galaxy Z Flip 6's design is quite identical to that of its predecessor, the Galaxy Z Flip 5. I mean, if not for the color-matched camera rings on the Flip 6, it would be difficult to tell it apart from the old Flip 5. That said, the design philosophy of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip line is nothing short of remarkable. I mean, this kind of design, this form factor, has not only been functional over the years, but has also been incredibly stylish. So when folded, it's about the size of compact makeup case, and I see why I was getting a lot of queries from the ladies about this device. So the phone easily slips into pockets or small bags without any fuss. Unfold it and you're greeted with a full-sized smartphone that feels familiar. Now with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, I think the company has really outdone itself when it comes to the hinge mechanism of this smartphone. So compared to previous iterations, it feels sturdy and smooth, giving you the confidence that this phone can easily handle anything without falling apart. There's also less of that worrisome wobble you might have felt in earlier models, and of course, the ability to fold the phone at different angles offers a range of use cases here. Now, the exterior design is also eye-catching with a glass back and a matte metal frame that screams premium. You do get 3 color options and 3 more special edition finishes if you buy the phone from Samsung's website. Now, one of the significant improvements in the Z Flip 6 is its resistance to dust and water. While it's not completely waterproof, it is now an IP48 rating, meaning along with water resistance, it can also withstand solid objects and particles that are larger than 1 millimeter. And overall, the phone's aesthetics are elegant with clean lines and a minimalistic design that's sure to turn heads. The Galaxy Z Flip 6 features a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display that is as vibrant and sharp as you would expect from Samsung. The colors pop, the blacks are deep, the brightness has been bumped and it shows, and the overall viewing experience is immersive. The 22:9 tall aspect ratio makes it pretty solid for watching videos, scrolling through social media, or even playing games. Plus, the 120Hz refresh rate ensures smooth scrolling and a fluid user experience. However, there are a couple of quirks worth mentioning. So the crease in the middle of the screen, while quite less prominent compared to the Flip 5 and older models, is still noticeable. So it's something you'll eventually get used to, but it might still catch your eye every now and then. The good news is that the crease doesn't interfere with touch sensitivity or usability, so it's more of a visual quirk than a functional flaw. Second would be that I wished that the Galaxy Z Flip 6 also had an anti-reflective coating similar to what I wish for the Fold 6, just like how the Galaxy S24 Ultra has the anti-reflective coating, and it's solid. Now coming to the secondary cover screen located on the front when the phone is folded is another feature that adds to the phone's uniqueness. It's a 3.4-inch AMOLED display with 60 Hz that allows you to check notifications, control music, and even take quick selfies without unfolding the phone. It's not just a gimmick, it's genuinely useful, especially when you want to quickly glance at something without the hassle of unfolding the smartphone. Although coming from the Galaxy Z Flip 5, there are still a couple of things that could have been better. For one, switching from the 120Hz inner display to the 60Hz cover screen feels a bit jarring. Second, while you can use almost any app or game out there on the cover screen with the help of good lock, I think Samsung should add this functionality of having to use any app on the cover screen as a default option. Under the hood, the Galaxy Z Flip 6 is powered by the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor paired with finally 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of internal storage. Of course, with the 512GB option, the price of the phone also goes up to about 1,22,000 rupees. Okay, let me show you a couple of benchmarks I ran on this smartphone. I would say the Galaxy Z Flip 6 performs just about fine. I mean, for all the power that's packed in a compact shell like this, I wasn't expecting record-crushing numbers. So while it does score high on both Geekbench and Antutu, the score is still low when compared to the Z Fold 6 and the Galaxy S24 Ultra, which also have the same chipset, RAM and storage. However, if you look past the benchmark scores in real-world usage, the overall performance of the phone is smooth whether you're switching between apps, browsing the web, streaming videos, making calls, or playing graphics intensive games like Call of Duty or BGMI. Now, I also did a 30-minute gaming test to see how the battery and thermals of the Z Flip 6 hold up, and yes, as per the chart on your screens, granted, the phone does get warm during prolonged gaming sessions, but it's nothing too alarming. And I think the reason behind the improved thermals is the fact that the Flip 6 is the first Samsung Flip to include a vapor chamber cooling system. And for context, the vapor chamber cooling system is 150% larger in size than that of the S23 Ultra. Apart from this, there's Samsung's One UI 6.1 based on Android 14 that runs beautifully on this device. And of course, just like the Galaxy S24 series and the Galaxy Z Fold 6, the Z Flip 6 also has 7 years of software update support. That is 7 years of OS updates plus 7 years of security patch updates. And as you might have guessed, the Flip 6 also takes advantage of a host of Galaxy AI features. And if you want to know more about these AI features, I've already talked in detail about them in my Z Fold 6 review. You can check it out by clicking the card on the top right or by clicking the link in the description. But I would like to give a shout out to interpreter mode specifically. Again, while the feature works on the Fold 6, I think using interpreter mode on the Flip 6 makes a lot more sense, as the form factor of the Flip 6 simply looks like the phone was made for on-the-go live translations. But otherwise too, One UI is optimized to take full advantage of the foldable form factor with features like Flex Mode, which splits the screen into two functional halves when the phone is partially folded. This is particularly useful for tasks like video calls or watching videos while browsing the web. The multitasking experience is seamless, and Samsung's attention to detail in optimizing the software for this unique form factor is evident. Okay, battery life has always been a point of contention for foldable phones, and the Galaxy Z Flip 6 is no exception. So with a 4000 mAh battery, it's not the most powerful battery on the market, but it does a decent job of getting you throughout the day. I would say on average you can expect about 5 hours of screen on time depending on your mileage, which is good, but I wouldn't say that it's groundbreaking. So for charging, the Galaxy Z Flip 6 supports 25-watt wired charging, and this chart on your screens shows the 0 to 100% charging test of the Z Flip 6. So the phone can go from 0 to 50% in about 30 minutes, which is still pretty handy when you're in a rush. You can, of course, pause your screens and take a look. In fact, a quick look at the PC Mark III benchmark scores also shows that while the work performance score is on par with other Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 powered flagships, the battery life score isn't anything groundbreaking. Okay, there's also support for 15-watt wireless charging and 5-watt reverse wireless charging, which adds a layer of convenience if you have other wireless charging accessories. Now, regarding the more important stuff in the real world use, the Z Flip 6's battery life should be sufficient for most users, and it is definitely improved over the Flip 5 thanks to the bigger capacity battery and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip. However, power users who are constantly on their smartphones might find themselves reaching for the charger more often. Okay, let's talk cameras. So the primary rear camera, which is now a 50 megapixel unit, is the same as the Galaxy S24. The ultra-wide camera is still 12 megapixel, although the company has used a new and improved sensor. As for the selfie camera, it's the same 10 megapixel unit from the Galaxy Z Flip 5. Okay, before I show you the images and the videos, a quick disclaimer that the Z Flip 6 has the best flip phone camera on the market, hands down. That said, if ultimate camera prowess on your smartphone is all you want, then I would rather suggest that you stick to a traditional slab phone like the Galaxy S24 Ultra, or even the new Pixel 9 phones are quite good when it comes to the camera performance. So about the Z Flip 6, in good lighting conditions, this phone captures excellent photos with just the right amount of vibrance in colors, good contrast and plenty of detail. Of course, the primary lens is particularly impressive, delivering sharp images with minimal distortion, plus the dynamic range in the shots and the HDR performance are bang on. The ultra-wide lens is great for capturing wider field of view or large group shots, although there is some noticeable edge distortion at times. That said, the good part is that the colors look consistent across the primary and ultra-wide lenses. Moving on to the low light performance, and this is where the Z Flip 6 shows a few of its limitations. So while Samsung has made improvements in this area, the photos still exhibit some loss of detail when zooming in on human subjects or objects. Now the night mode does help to mitigate this, but it's not as effective as what you'd find on, say, a Galaxy S24 Ultra. Okay, the front-facing camera is solid for selfies and video calls, but it's not going to blow you away. It does the job, but if selfies are a priority for you, there are other phones on the market that might be better suited to your needs. But look at these selfies now that have been taken from the main camera. This is one of the unique aspects of the Z Flip 6, having the ability to use the cover screen as a viewfinder for the rear cameras. This is perfect for taking high quality selfies with the main camera, and it's one of those features that make you appreciate the foldable form factor. So right now I'm shooting from the front camera of the Galaxy Z Flip 6. This is 4K 60 FPS recording, the maximum this phone can shoot. But again, as I was talking about in the image section, when I can shoot my own selfies from the rear camera, then why would I prefer the selfie camera for shooting videos? Again, the quality is right about decent, as you can see in the video sample. But again, I will just show you the sample from the rear camera. So right now I'm shooting from the rear camera. It's raining outside, so I had to come inside. But again, you can see the quality, night and day difference. Again, 4K video. So when you can use the rear camera and use the cover screen as your viewfinder, so of course this makes up for a solid vlogging camera. If you are an influencer, definitely you're going to love the video quality on the Flip 6. Again, OIS is there, colors look good. How does the audio sound? Let me know in the comments. And what do you think about the overall video quality? Let me know in the comments. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 is an impressive device that pushes the boundaries of a flip phone in 2024. Its design is sleek and sturdier than ever, the display is vibrant and immersive, and the performance is mostly excellent with only a few minor hiccups. The battery life is decent but could be better, and the camera, while not the best, is surely the best in its class. As for who should really buy the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, well, certainly not Z Flip 5 users, because the differences might not be enough to justify a switch. I mean, while the Flip 6 is better than the Flip 5 in many aspects, it's still more of an evolutionary upgrade rather than a revolutionary upgrade. So I would rather suggest that if you have a Flip 4 or any older model phone, then that upgrade over the Flip 6 would feel really significant. Because the refined hinge, enhanced durability, zero gaps between the screens, brighter display, better endurance, Galaxy AI features and improved camera system make it a worthwhile investment. Also, for those who are new to the foldable world and who are curious to try the foldable form factor, the Galaxy Z Flip 6 is a solid entry point. It's the most polished and user-friendly flip phone Samsung has released so far. Fiiber rates the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 a solid 8.5 out of 10. Rest, what are your thoughts about this phone? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Fiiber. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.